Hello, everybody. Continuing the Thanksgiving week of thanks. Tuesday is upon us, and you know what I'm thankful for on Tuesday? Why, I'm thankful for TTMs. Hopefully some back. TTM, through the mail autograph attempt. Thus far, it's not the official end of the mail week yet, but I did get a couple in on Friday. Starting off, am I weirdly out of focus here? No, it should be good. Starting off with one that came back to the P.O. Box on November the 18th, which I believe was Friday, from Phoenix, Arizona. Opening up, and inside, there's a guy I remember from actually more TV, because I think he joined the Pirates after I had moved out of Pittsburgh, but this is Jack Wilson, shortstop for the Buccos for many a year, I think probably early 2000s, but hang on one second. All right, we have returned. Before I get into a little blurb about Jack, pardon me, I sent this very recently, care of Grand Canyon University, where he is an assistant baseball coach. So I sent it care of their athletic department in Phoenix, Arizona. Sent it on September the 28th, came back November the 18th, a 51-day turnaround. And so I was correct. He started in the major leagues with the Pirates in 2001, so I remember watching him mostly on TV, but a few times when I would be back in Pittsburgh and would catch a game, I did get to see him live. Was there from 2001 all the way basically through midway through the 2009 season. Then he went to Seattle from 2009 to 2011, and then finished off his career with the Braves, 2011 to 2012. Shout out to Cash and Dad for the Mariners, and Adam's Card Closet and Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles for the Braves, to see if they remember him. Best year was in 2004, looks like. Yep, All-Star and the Silver Slugger in 2004. I remember that. He went off that year. But just good, solid infielder, and he has been with the Antelopes at Grand Canyon. Actually just joined this season, so we will look to see how they do. I actually did get a chance to see Grand Canyon play when I was in Vegas a few years ago. They played UNLV. But there you go, starting off the week well, personalizing everything, Mr. Wilson. I appreciate you. I do remember you. You were a lot of fun to watch back in the day. And best of luck for the season. And let us see, we got two more to go through. Continuing along, also coming back Friday the 18th from Little Rock, Arkansas. Now, when I get something like this, it always makes me wonder, because I can never remember who in the world, whoever it was actually taped the envelope, so thank you to whoever that was. But we have the paper. It's an envelope. And inside we have a signed John Daly card. Well, look at that. That is weird. Well, I got it. And thank you, Mr. Daly, for taping that up and putting it in an envelope to keep it protected. But that looks fantastic on the old Upper Deck Golf. That is awesome. The man with some of the coolest pants out there. 1 second, I'll let you know where and when and all that fun stuff. All right, and we are back, and sent this actually to an address in Dardanelle. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but Dardanelle, Arkansas. It's an address I found on Sports Card Forum for John Daly. I sent it on July the 5th of this year. Came back November the 18th. 136-day turnaround. Mr. Daly, thank you so much. Just one of the more, eclectic golfers with the Diet Coke incident back in, what was it? I think it was a tournament in Oklahoma somewhere, and the temperature was really hot, and they asked him what he had in his bag to combat the heat. I think he said he had like 8 cans of Diet Coke. But Let's see. Currently on the PGA Tour Champions, a graduate of the University of Arkansas. Shout out to Adam's Card Closet. Highest professional ranking, 23rd back in 2005. There you go. Actually won the PGA Championship in 1991 and the British Open in 1995. Was also the PGA Rookie of the Year in 91 and the Comeback Player of the Year in 04. Well, that's awesome. And also, interesting factoid I just found. He is the only man from either Europe or the US to have won 2 major golf championships, but never be selected for the Ryder Cup ever since the Ryder Cup began in 1927. That's rather interesting. But still, that is awesome, Mr. Daly. Thank you. That's really cool. That is continuing the week on really, really well. So I appreciate that. We got one more so far, and then it's either going to be, well, as I'm filming this, it's Saturday, so it's either going to be Wait for Monday or a close coming up in a moment. Coming up next from Santa Ana, California, in the P.O. Box on November the 18th. Last time I got something from California, it had Jerry Rice in it. So always interested to get something back from the California. And inside we have a piece of paper. Oh, it's a note. And it's a signed Hoby Brenner card. And a note. Oh, okay, I know exactly what this is. Hang on one second. I'll give you some details, but we did get a little note answering a question. All right, and we've returned. Sent this, actually a little bit of a long awaited return. Sent it to an address in San Clemente, California that I found on Sports Card Forum as well. Sent it November the 4th of 2021. Came back November the 18th of this year, 379-day turnaround. Mr. Brenner, thank you so much. Before I get into the note, just a quick little background. He was a tight end for the New Orleans Saints from 81 to 93, the entirety of his career. Went to the Pro Bowl in 87, is a member of the New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame. 267 catches, 3,849 yards, 21 receiving touchdowns, and actually was part of the 1978 USC National Championship. Now, first off, thank you, Mr. Brenner. It's a nice looking card. Picked a really good spot to sign it. Got the number there and everything. In the letter I wrote to him, I actually wrote, I said I couldn't recall ever really getting a chance to see him play, because I looked back at the schedules and it looked like the only time that I would have been of age to go to football games that the Saints came into Pittsburgh to play the Steelers would have been late in his career. I think 91, 92, or maybe even his final season in 93. And when I wrote to him, I said I couldn't remember if I got the chance to see him play, but I did see him on television watching the Saints. But then I got this. I got hurt the week before the Steeler game, so sorry you did not have a chance to see me play. Take care, Hoby. See, and that's, yeah, see, thank you there. Because it would have been in the early 90s, so a long time ago, but he definitely remembered. So unfortunately, it does not look like I got the chance to see him play when the Saints came into Pittsburgh. However, he was kind enough to write me a note and let me know that, and just thank you. That's always cool when somebody can when somebody adds a little something extra to it. But that is beautiful, and I got the signed little note. Well, Mr. Brenner, I appreciate you very much. So that does it for the ones I've got so far. We're going to wait for Monday, so either you're going to see more TTM activity or, a 2-minute little closeout. So stay tuned. Oh, we're not done yet, folks. The P.O. Box has given us 2 more things back on Monday morning. As you can see, the sun is out. It's actually quite a lovely day here in just outside of Rochester. So we got two more. Thus far, the regular mail hasn't been here to the house yet. But coming back on the 21st from Miami, Florida, there is something in here. And inside, we open and we find, excellent, we have Hall of Famer Dwight Stephenson. I know I just sent this one recently, and I will give you the details in 1 second. Alright, and we have returned, and yes, it was very recent. Actually sent this November the 12th. Came back today, 9-day turnaround. I sent it care of his foundation. It's called the Dwight Stephenson Foundation. It is down in, I think the address is on Sports Card Forum, but the address is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And if you're sending to him, it's a $5 signing fee, donation, whatever you wish to call it. But $5, personalized, Hall of Fame center, absolutely worth $5 in my opinion. And let's go over him quickly. He played his entire career for the Dolphins, 1980 to 1988, second-round pick out of Alabama in 80. NFL Man of the Year in 85, four-time first-team All-Pro Bowl, went to five consecutive Pro Bowls from 83 to 87 inclusive. He's a member of the 90s All-Decade, or the 80s All-Decade team, the NFL 100th Anniversary All-Time team, Miami Dolphins Honor Roll, two-time national champion in college with Alabama in 78 and 79, and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, let's see, in 1998. So you're looking at one of the premier centers in the game. Beautiful looking signature. He even put it Hall of Fame 98. Well, there you have it. Mr. Stephenson, thank you so much. We're off to a great start, and we got one more, and then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. Pardon me. And next up we have, for me, slight confusion. It's one of the big envelopes that I usually would send out if it's something, longer, like a photo or a magazine page. But there's a trading card in there. No indication as to where it came from. Tape on the edges. It's a mystery. So let's find out what this mystery is together, shall we? Oh, and inside we have a NASCAR card. Chris Buescher, Buescher, to Zach, personalized on the 2020 Donruss. I think that's the throwback. Awesome. Some more NASCAR action. I think I did send out a bunch of NASCAR stuff. Looks like as guys, as the season wrapped up, looks like a lot of them are starting to catch up with their fan mail. But give me 1 second, and I will let you know when and where, and maybe see why I put it in a big envelope. Yes, I was correct. I sent this one back in June the 2nd to be precise. Came back today, the 21st, 172-day turnaround. I sent it care of the racing team he was at, that is RFK Racing, or I guess they just changed it, but Roush Fenway Racing, but down in Concord, North Carolina. He's still with them. He drives the number 17 Mustang for them. Let's see, how did he do this season? Over an 8-year career, let's see, he finished 21st this year. His best finish was 2016. He finished 16th. Thus far in his career with the Cup Series, 2 wins, 38 top 10s, 1 pole position. Actually won the Xfinity Series in 2015, which I guess, it's kind of like the second level down to the Cup Series. But he won that in 2015. Let's see, achievements. Yep, 2015 Xfinity Cup champion, ARCA Racing Series champion in 2012, and he was their Rookie of the Year in 2011. So, Mr. Buescher, not sure, but thank you so much. signature looks absolutely fantastic, and I have to say, the NASCAR guys are really, really good about TTMs and their fans, with maybe one or two exceptions, but for the most part, if anybody's not taking fan mail, and you're looking guys like Rusty Wallace and the really big upper names, at least on their website, they say, hey, we're backlogged, please wait a little bit and we'll let you know. But, so 5 for 5 so far this week. The mail to the house has not come yet, so stay tuned in about 10 seconds for either another TTM envelope or some sort of closing remark. All right, well, that wraps it up for the TTM week, but I did want to show something from yesterday because I didn't notice it then. My, my Transformers Magic Card Slicer the Hired Muscle. I didn't notice it until later, but actually is a double-sided. And there is quite a lot of lore to this series, and I'm going to find it out and maybe talk about it next Magic time when we open some The Brothers War. So that does it for TTM week, and we will see you tomorrow.